Hi friends, தமிழ்நாடு 12th Computer Science lesson number 3 1 mark question discuss பண்ணிடலாம். Choose the correct answer. Question number 1. Which of the following refers to the visibility of variables in one part of a program to another part of the same program? Your options are A. Scope, B. Memory, C. Address, D. Accessibility. The answer is option A. Scope. Question number 2. The process of binding a variable name with an object is called. Your options are A. Scope, B. Mapping, C. Late binding, D. Early binding. The answer is option B. Mapping. Question number 3. Which of the following is used in programming language to map the variable and object? Your options are A. Double colon, B. Colon equal to, C. Equal to, D. Double equal to. The answer is option C. Equal to. Question number 4. Containers for mapping names of variables to object is called. Your options are A. Scope, B. Mapping, C. Binding, D. Namespaces. The answer is option D. Namespaces. Question number 5. Which scope refers to the variable defined in current function? Your options are A. Local scope, B. Global scope, C. Module scope, D. Function scope. The answer is option A. Local scope. Question number 6. The process of subdividing a computer program into separate subprogram is called. Your options are A. Procedural programming, B. Modular programming, C. Event-driven programming, D. Object-oriented programming. The answer is option B. Modular programming. Question number 7. Which of the following security technique that regulates who can use resources in a computing environment? Your options are A. Password, B. Authentication, C. Access control, D. Certification. The answer is option C. Access control. Question number 8. Which of the following members of a class can be handled only from within the class? Your options are A. Public members, B. Protected members, C. Secured members, D. Private member. The answer is option A. Public members. Question number 9. Which members are accessible from outside the class? Your options are A. Public members, B. Protected members, C. Secured members, D. Private members. The answer is option A. Public members. ஸோ வித்தின் த கிளாஸாக இருந்தாலும் சரி இல்லைனா அவுட் சைட் த கிளாஸாக இருந்தாலும் சரி யார் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா பப்ளிக் மெம்பர்ஸ் தான் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணும் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அப்படின்ட்டு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 10. The members that are accessible from within the class and are also available to its subclasses are called. Your options are A. Public members, B. Protected members, C. Secured members, D. Private members. The answer is option B. Protected members. இப்போ அடிஷ்னல் அண்ட் தென் ரிப்பீட்டட் 1 mark கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இந்த லெசன்லேருந்து பார்த்துடலாம். கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 1. The part of program that can see or use the variables are called. Your options are A. Scope, B. Parameter, C. Function, D. Indentation. The answer is option A. Scope. Question number 2. Which of the following refers to the address to an object in memory? Your options are A. Functions, B. Indentation, C. Variables, D. Operators. The answer is option B. Indentation. Question number 3. How many variables can be mapped to the same instance? Your options are A2, B3, C4, D. Multiple. The answer is option D. Multiple. Question number 4. Which of the following keeps track of all this mapping with namespaces? Your options are A. Programming language, B. Application software, C. System software, D. MySQL. The answer is option A. Programming languages. Question number 5. How the names are mapped with objects in programming language? Your options are A. Name double equal to object, B. Name double colon object, C. Name colon equal to object, D. Object colon equal to name. The answer is option C. Name colon equal to object. Question number 6. The order in which variables have to be mapped to the object in order to obtain the value is called, your options are A. Rule, B. Syntax, C. Scope, D. Hierarchy. The answer is option C. Scope. Question number 7. Which of the following rule is used to decide the order in which the scope ought to be searched for scope resolution? Options are option A. LEGB, option B. LGEB, option C. LBEG, option D. LGBE. The answer is option A, that is LEGB. Question number 8. How many types of variable scope are there? Your options are A2, B4, C3, D6. The answer is option B, 4. Question number 9. Which of the following keeps track of all this mapping with namespaces? Your options are A. Programming languages, B. Application software, C. System software, D. MySQL. The answer is option A. Programming languages. Question number 10. Which of the following is not a variable scope? Your options are A. Global, B. Enclosed, C. List, D. Built-in. The answer is option C. List. Question number 11. A variable which is declared outside all the function in a program is known as, your options are A. Local, B. Enclosed, C. External, D. Global. The answer is option D. Global. இந்த கொஸ்டின் பேப்பரில் கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 12 சேமாக தான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ நான் அதை மட்டும் ஸ்கிப் பண்ணிடுறேன். கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 13. விச் ஆஃப் த ஃபாலோயிங் வேரியபிள் கேன் பி ஆக்சஸ் இன்சைட் ஆர் அவுட் சைட் ஆஃப் ஆல் த ஃபங்க்ஷன் இன் அ ப்ரோக்ராம்? யுவர் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஏ லோக்கல், பி குளோபல், சி என்க்ளோஸ்ட், டி பில்ட்-இன். த ஆன்சர் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் பி குளோபல். கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 14. விச் ஆஃப் த ஃபாலோயிங் கேன் ease the job of programming and debugging the program? Your options are A. Statement, B. Interaction, C. Modules, D. Scopes. The answer is option C. Modules. Question number 15. Which of the following programming enables programmer to develop the program and retry pieces of the program independently? Your options are A. Modular programming, B. Procedural programming, C. Object-oriented programming, D. Structural programming. The answer is option A. Modular programming. Question number 16. The example of modules are, your options are A. Procedures, B. Subroutines, C. Function, D. All of this. The answer is option D. All of this. Question number 17. Which of the following contain instruction, processing logic and data? Your options are A. Scope, B. Modules, C. Indentation, D. Access control. The answer is option B. Modules. Question number 18. The following are the type of variable scope. Find the odd one out. Your options are A. Local, B. Enclosed, C. Global, D. Protected. The answer is option D. Protected. Question number 19. Which of the following members of a class are denied access from outside the class? Your options are A. Private, B. Protected, C. Public, D. Enclosed. The answer is option A. Private. Question number 20. Which of the following is not a classical object-oriented language? Your options are A. C++, B. Java, C. Python, D. C. The answer is option D. C. Question number 21. Which of the following keywords are not used to control the access to class members? Your options are A. Public, B. Protected, C. Private, D. Global. The answer is option D. Global. Question number 22. How many access control keywords are there? Your options are A2, B3, C4, D6. The answer is option B. 3. Question number 23. Find the odd man out. Your options are A. Public, B. Local, C. Protected, D. Private. The answer is option B. Local. Question number 24. The arrangement of private instance variable and public methods ensures the principle of, your options are A. Inheritance, B. Polymorphism, C. Encapsulation, D. Abstraction. The answer is option C. Encapsulation. Question number 25. Which of the following members of a class are accessible from within the class and available to its subclass? Your options are A. Private, B. Protected, C. Public, D. All of this. The answer is option B. Protected. Question number 26. By default, the Python class members are, your options are A. Private, B. Protected, C. Global, D. Public. The answer is option D. Public. Question number 27. By default, the C++ and Java class members are, your options are A. Private, B. Protected, C. Public, D. Local. The answer is option A. Private. ஸோ டிஃபால்ட்டாக பைத்தானில் மட்டும்தான் கிளாஸ் மெம்பர்ஸ் பப்ளிக்காக இருக்கும். பட் வந்து C++ ஜாவாவில் கிளாஸ் மெம்பர்ஸ் டிஃபால்ட்டாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ப்ரைவேட்டில் இருக்கும். ஸோ இது ரெண்டுத்தோட டிஃப்ரென்சஸ் மட்டும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 28. Programs are composed of one or more independently developed. Your options are A. Access control, B. Encapsulation, C. Modules, D. Members of a class. The answer is option C. Modules. Next 12th standard computer science lesson number 3ல இருக்கிற fill in the blanks-ஐ எப்படி multiple choice question-ஆக கேட்பாங்க அப்படின்றத பார்த்துடலாம். Question number 1. Scope refers to the visibility of, your options are A. Variables, B. Parameter, C. Function, D. All of this. The answer is option D. All of this. So, scope refers to the visibility of variables, parameters and function. Question number 2. Fill up the blanks in assign a variable with dash to an object. Your options are A equal to, B exclamatory equal to, C colon equal to, D double equal to. The answer is option C colon equal to. So, fill up the blanks in assign a variable with colon equal to an object. So, programming languageல நம்ம ஏதோ ஒரு வேரியபிளை அசைன் பண்ணுறதுக்கப்போ 1 is equal to 10, 20 இந்த மாதிரி அசைன் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Question number 3. The duration for which a variable is alive is called as dash. Your options are A. End time, B. Lifetime, C. Scope time, D. Visible time. The answer is option B. Lifetime. So, the duration for which a variable is alive is called as lifetime. Question number 4. The scope of a dash is that part of the code where it is visible. Your options are A. Keyword, B. Variable, C. Function, D. Operator. The answer is option B. Variable. So, the scope of a variable is that part of the code where it is visible. Question number 5. A function always first look up for a variable name in its dash scope. Your options are A. Local, B. Enclosed, C. Global, D. Built-in. The answer is option A. Local. So, a function always first look up for a variable name in its local scope. Question number 6. The inner function can access the variable of the outer function. This is called dash scope. Your options are A. Local, B. Function, C. Enclosed, D. Global. The answer is option C. Enclosed. So, the inner function can access the variable of the outer function. This is called as enclosed scope. Question number 7. Dash can be separately compiled and stored in a library. Your options are A. Characteristics, B. Syntax, C. Modules, D. None of this. The answer is option C. Modules. So, modules can be separately compiled and stored in a library. Question number 8. In object-oriented programming language, security is implemented through dash. Your options are A. Access modifier, B. Access module, C. Access variable, D. Keywords. The answer is option A. Access modifier. So, in object-oriented programming language, security is implemented through access modifiers. Question number 9. Dash is a selective restriction of access to data in a program. Your options are A. Control variable, B. System authentication, C. Access control, D. Modules. The answer is option C. Access control. So, access control is a selective restriction of access to data in a program. Question number 10. Dash members of the class are accessible from outside the class. Your options are A. Private, B. Protected, C. Public, D. All of this. The answer is option C. Public. So, public members of a class are accessible from outside the class. So friends, lesson number 3ல இருக்கிற practices over. Next வீடியோவில் lesson number 4 பற்றி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிடலாம். மேலும் தகவல்கள் பெற இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்வோம். Thanks for watching this video and keeps on supporting us. Thank you.